going to show you how to make this little ornament thing. I'm going to use this to document my ornaments for the season. And I thought it would be fun. So this is the one page. It's going to be double paged. So I'm going to show you how I put this together. So first off, I used overhead transparency that I just cut to size and then hole punched holes in. I just used one of these guys, measured it using one of the pocket protectors, and then punched in the holes. This paper is actually a set from Michael's that I purchased. The White Christmas set that actually goes quite nicely with this year's December daily. So if you didn't grab a set, if you couldn't grab a set, I got this on sale at Michael's, and the paper actually works really well with this theme. And then I also grabbed the Holiday Homestead, and there's some paper that matches in there, namely this border. So I cut those to size, and then again I grabbed this from Michael's, which is the foil cardstock paper. And I'm going to show you how I created the tops of the ornaments. And then I just have some of the string. So these circles I got from the December Daily kit, or part of, I purchased it as an add-on to my kit. And I actually found that my Recollections circle punch matched up perfectly to these. So I just punched some white cardstock, and I'm going to be using this for my not lettering, but my journaling and photos. And then I also threw some vellum in there to kind of soften the image or the writing behind the circle, since the circle is transparent. And my vellum I just got off of Amazon. So yeah, very simple. Okay, so there I have my vellum elements. And then for my cardstock, for my foiled cardstock, I cut this 0.75 of an inch, 3/4 of an inch. And then what I did was, I again took my circle punch and I lined it up just so. Just so, and then that's going to be the top of the ornament. And then I cutting board and measured 1 by 1. Cut it off. And then I just did a faint line down the center to mark where the bulb, where the this top portion needs to go. I grabbed my crocodile. I found that this small little hole worked the best. And I measured it out to be about half an inch. And lined it up in more or less the middle. Then I cut just underneath there. There we go. Now, if you have a cutting machine, you can definitely recreate this shape and cut it on your cutting machine. But I thought I would show you how I did it if you don't have a cutting machine. There we have the tops of our ornaments. Okay, then I'm going to take a piece of cardstock and a piece of vellum and an ornament. going to line them up together. And again, using my small hole puncher, I'm just gonna punch a hole. And then I got these little brads from Michael's. They're the super tiny ones. And then just flatten it out. Okay, so I'm going to do that for the other 3 as well. What we're going to do is we're going to figure out where we want to put our ornaments. Okay, so this one. Okay, so using these as guides, I'm going to start sticking down my my ornaments. Just going to use double-sided tape for this. I'm saving my red line tape for other projects where I'm using overhead or, sorry, transparent elements. So now we're going to glue down these guys. Now I like to use the foam adhesive for this. This foam tape I actually just get from the dollar store. I find some of the crafting foam tapes are too thick, so these are just perfect. Now, learning from this guy, you want to glue down the tops of your ornaments. You want to make sure you're putting your string in first. Otherwise, you run the risk of bending your ornament. Oh, sorry, breaking the tops of the ornament. And then I'm just going to use regular Scotch tape to tape it down. We're going to tie our bow. Okay, you're going to make a loop. Then you're going to pull this across there, but you're going to keep that loop in there. And then you're going to push this through here. And then you're just going to start tightening. Just have some tacky glue. Now we're just going to finish gluing all of the tops on. Now we're going to grab this and we're going to cut the edges off. Make sure to hold it very securely because it'll move. So now what we're going to do, we're going to grab some of the double-sided tape again. And I'm just going to stick down some of the tape. I'm going to put the tape on top of the string because that's just going to heighten make this higher in certain areas, so it's going to look a little lopsided. So just keep that in mind. And then I try and go right up to the edge just so that it has more support. And the edge of the paper isn't going to bend up. And we can glue this onto the overhead. Pocket page. I'm going to use my red line tape. Okay, so then my plan for this page will be to put the number here on an ornament or something. Down here I'm going to emboss ornaments, which you'll see me do. And then I have all my little spots ready for my journaling. So the reason why I wanted to use the thinner foam is so that this can just go over top of it. And that's also why my brads aren't quite as tight. So yeah, now let me do the embossing and then I'll put it in my album and you can have a look and see. Just grab a black Pentel Sparkle Pop and just draw a line across here. Okay. So that'll be my 2 pages for my ornaments. And then when the time comes, I haven't quite decided what day to talk about my ornaments yet. So we'll just leave those as is for now. And that's one big foundation page done.